Go. Oh no. Good morning. Welcome to the Ashes to Rubies
Conversational podcast.
meditational podcast on life and recovery and a wee bit more.
So
You know
much
what I'm excited for?
What are you excited for?
I am excited for not that it's Friday, but I'm excited for movie night. We're having movie night tonight at the church.
But it is Friday.
No, I'm not excited because it's Friday. I'm excited because it's movie night at the church.
Oh.
And I swore off movies, not movies watching them, but swore off movie theaters. And at the beginning of COVID, I felt we went on Tuesday to go to a movie and I felt myself get COVID. And I felt like, I know it's all in my head. I get that. But I felt myself catch like a cold. I felt it.
So you're excited
And
for
I
movie
was,
night?
yeah, I said I'll never go back to the theater, but I've done that
have.
a couple times. But we are having movie night tonight.
We are.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Do you know the movie? Are you allowed to even share
it's
it?
called Breakthrough.
Breakthrough. Yeah, it's fun to watch movies with other people, right?
It is.
Yeah. What are you excited about today?
That
that you're excited about.
We live the same life.
We live the same life. But you may be excited about something else that I don't know about.
I have dinner with a couple friends tomorrow night that I'm excited about also.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
That's Saturday.
I know.
Where are you going?
We're not going to tell you.
No. I'm not going to crash.
Then we know what will happen.
I'm not going to crash your party. But where do you think you're going to go eat?
We are probably going to go to that ramen place in the South End.
All the way down there.
Yeah, because
That's some heavy duty ramen though. That's a great ramen. That would be the best ramen in the city. I love the ramen. Have not had ramen in quite some time. Are you celebrating?
What are you looking forward to this weekend?
What are you excited about? What are you celebrating something? Is it no. Is it a thing?
No.
It's just how you doing?
Yeah.
You just want to be eye to eye with other female companions?
So for our in-person workshops that we've done, we have pace setters.
Mm-hmm.
And so the pace setters from our in-person workshops this past year, so we just finished a big group and then started a new group in February. So it's hopefully going to be the female pace setters.
So there's a bit of a reason. It's just a high five and encouragement.
Yeah.
Hello, Sandra from Toronto. T-Dot is
Sandra.
in the house.
Sandra's in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who that is? It's Evan.
Oh, hi, Evan's mom.
I'm pretty sure that's Evan's mom. Okay. I might be mixing it up.
We might be way off.
So we are trying to get the pace setters together.
Okay. So a little powwow, a little encouragement.
Yeah.
A little is there a bit of an agenda where you're going to be like,
I will pick their brains. Yes.
Okay. So there is a reason.
I plan on it.
So maybe
it was intended for fun.
It's intended for fun.
I was right, it is Evan's mom.
But now you got a purpose.
I got scared for a second that it wasn't, but I knew that it was.
Do you do that often?
Doubt myself.
No, just point at people and
myself.
Oh, you're Jimmy's mom.
No, I've become much more effective at
just
asking people their name. Your face is so familiar, but I cannot remember your name right now.
Have you ever called a teacher mom or dad?
I don't know.
Really? I've done it 3 times.
I don't
have
that kind of memory.
It's the most embarrassing. So you haven't done it. It's one of the most embarrassing things when you're a young person.
Everybody has
when
done
you call your teacher mom.
No, it's not. I feel like everybody's done it. It's not the most embarrassing thing.
Out of all the embarrassing things I've occurred in my life, that would be in the top 10. Calling my female teacher mom. Not twice. You don't recover from that easily.
I think you do. I think it's not a big deal. I think it happens to everybody.
I didn't. I'm still dealing with it. Okay? Still following.
I don't know where this came from.
I was just
this trauma, this deep-seated trauma, and you're just gonna
we'll deal with
throw it out there while we're talking about.
We'll deal with it off air. All right, March the 17th. Today is going to be Green Kombucha Day. If you're at the Booch Pit, we are not drinking anything but green kombucha. And anything that anybody orders, I'm just going to put green in it. It's going to be green milk. It's going to be We're going to celebrate St. Patty's Day.
Did you used to celebrate St. Patty's Day?
Patty?
Or was it just an excuse to drink?
Just an excuse to drink, 100%. I had no idea what it meant, or it was just Irish. Let's go. It's
I thought
8 in
so.
the morning. Let's start drinking, trying to talk in an Irish accent. And then I did a meditation today on St. Patty, and he was a slave. And then
Oh.
he was a slave to, I believe he was taken from Britain, and he became a slave in Ireland, and then he got freed, and then God called him back to the Irish people to be an evangelist and a shepherd to help in justice. Incredible stuff.
And that's why they get drunk and fight over him.
That's why they get blasted. I'm not sure. I think it's more of a culture.
It just goes to show you that anything can be twisted and warped.
Anything.
There we go.
Everything. Especially when it comes to drinking.
Drinking can twist and warp anything.
All right. The fellowship has helped us hang on to sobriety. Here we go. For all the Irish lovers. By having regular meetings so that we can associate with other people that relate to us, other alcoholics, who have come through the same door in the wall, by encouraging us to tell the story of our own sad experiences with alcohol, and by showing us how to help other alcoholics. Fill in the blank. The fellowship keeps us sober. Our attitude towards life changes from pride and selfishness to one of humility and gratitude. Question: am I going to step back through the door in the wall to my old helpless, hopeless, drunken life?
Don't do it. Don't step through the door.
Don't do it. Meditation. Withdraw into the calm of communion with God. Rest in that calm and peace. When the soul finds its home of rest in God, then it is that real life that begins. Only when you are calm and serene can you do good work. Emotional upsets make you useless.
So true.
The eternal life is calmness, and when a man enters into that, then he lives as an eternal being. Calmness is based on complete trust in God. Nothing in this world can separate you from the love of God. Period. Man, what do you know about calmness?
This last couple of years, I feel like I have developed a new calmness. I think that sitting still and just being present is not anything that I had ever experienced.
Yeah, me too. Until I messed around with the process to get to God. I was ADD riddled. I was all over the place. I was the hyperactive kid. Like, I've always been like that. There was no calmness.
And then you were the hyperactive adult.
Yeah. And then I was like, I think more exuberant, and just like, when a mental obsession.
There's nothing wrong with that word, though, because you're still exuberant.
I'm still exuberant. Yeah.
I enjoy it.
But I can be calm and exuberant at the same time.
Did you see me wince when I said I enjoy it? That's not a full truth. You can be calm and exuberant at the same time.
I believe so.
You can. And you know how to now you have learned how to rest well. You can be very exuberant, and then you also can be very at peace.
But I have a calm inside of me that I've never had before. That's something that I haven't experienced until I went through the process of unblocking the drain, so that God's water could flow through me correctly and properly. And today that water is going to be green. So I believe that I think that a lot of people, in my experience, have minimized the fellowship part of it. Especially in the Christian world, we like to go to the programs, and we like to go to the church services and that kind of thing, which are great things. But if you're one that has been suffering from a real addiction, whether that's codependency, alcoholism, food, whatever it is, then I really believe that we need a fellowship around us on a weekly basis. And so that would be going to a meeting of recovery at some level and participating in it, and being a part and being known in the sense of
So-
your addiction.
Fellowship being a group of people who have a common problem and are looking for a common solution.
Yeah. And the meetings aren't the solution. What is involved in it, and that's God, centered around God, and I believe that's the solution. We go there together. I went to a meeting at like 10 o'clock last night, and I didn't really want to. We had a big dinner, and I was feeling good, and I was like, I just wanted to go and have like a cuddle fest, and I just want to lay in my warm bed, and I went to this meeting, and then we talked afterward till 11:30, and these guys are in Seattle, so they're like, I don't know what time it is there, 8:30, and I'm like 11:30, and I went to bed, and I was like, I felt like alive, exuberant but calm, and I was excited. I was more excited than I talked to you. I didn't talk to you. I tried not to talk to you.
For that.
But I was just excited, and just the Spirit of God is the same everywhere. So it was really neat to connect with those guys.
That is neat. I think once upon a time I would have read this and thought that it was telling me that I needed to go to church. And I think that's what struck me as you were reading it, is like, this isn't actually telling me that I need to go to church. This isn't telling me that I have to, like, this is telling me actually that of communion with God. And so learning how to rest in God's calm and peace. So to find the home of rest in God, and like that rest is going to actually be inside of me. That rest, that relationship with God is actually between me and God. And so I can go to church to learn some stuff, but I actually, to commune with God and actually, really do the deeper.
And so God is in the calm, and I like this bold statement: emotional upsets make me useless.
It's so true.
It's
I
so
have
true.
to withdraw myself from emotional upsets
So
on a regular basis now. I need emotional sobriety. I know when I'm not emotionally sober.
No, I know. Way before
you usually know first. And then I know.
Which is not good.
But when I'm not emotionally sober, it's true that I'm of no use to anyone. And so that's the realization that I had a few years ago, because I always thought that all my trouble was from you. And then once you got sober, I had gotten into like a job that had its, ups and downs and stresses. And so I thought that like I could blame my job for my emotional unrest and disturbances. And then that job ended and everything should have been peaceful and wonderful.
Useless.
And I knew this language of, because I'd been around AA and addiction circles, this language of like emotional sobriety just resonated so much with me. And now I really actually pursue
non-uselessness.
All
right. We gotta let everybody get back to work. So we don't need to go to church. We don't need to go to meetings. We don't need to just read stuff. We actually have to live it. Like I have to be the meeting for people. I have to be the church to people. I have to like actually live recovered life for people and bring that into all of my relationships. And it's not about doing the steps, or it's not about doing the work. It's about being the work. Yeah. That'll bring the calmness. Here's our prayer for today. I pray that I may wear the world like a loose garment. Yeah. I pray that I may keep serene at the center of my being. Amen. Happy St. Patty's Day. Go celebrate, help release people from slavery or whatever it's behind
That's how we should celebrate.
And drink green kombucha. Keep the peace, be of good behavior, and maybe we'll see you at movie night tonight. Bye for now.
Come see us for